was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Matt Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
On 1st and 10, Sparks. This is intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Ready? Blue 80.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Ready. Blue 80. Boys up. Hey. Hey, we got...
Jameis to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Easy. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Ready. Blue 80.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Ready. Blue 80. Hey.
Here's Winston. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Ready. We got three. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Kyle Brinza now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And Brinza's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. All right, here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Motion. Detroit.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Third down now following the run.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Here we go now. 3, 9, over. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. So they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, here we go. 3, 19. Leopard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Double tight, double tight.
All right, here we go. 319. Gun.
Bang, 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 bang.
Over.
Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
To throw on second down. Sparks. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Operating from the gun. Sparks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tight end right. Ready. 125.
And a give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Single.
Let's go now. Blue waiting.
Check 37. Tight is Ringo.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Strong right.
Ready. Blue waiting.
We got four.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Off the bootleg. Sparks sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Hurry up, here we go.
On third down, Sparks. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Let's go, fellas.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Set. Blue 90.
5 down.
Blue 90.
Throwing on first down. Sparks. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
From the gun, Sparks. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Man left, man left. Hey,
Let's go now. Blue lady.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Ready. Blue ready.
3 down, 3 down.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Let's go now. Blue lady.
4 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Tight end. Tight right.
Ready. Blue lady.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Shepard. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Ready. Blue lady. Easy.
Alert. 3 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Ready. Blue lady.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Wagner. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Double tight.
Let's go now. Blue lady.
3 down.
Winston now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Sparks. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ready. Blue 8. 4 down.
And they'll run it here. And he's got some space here. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Tight end left. Ready. Blue 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready. Blue 8. 4 down. Alert.
A first down throw for Winston. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now Brenza on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sparks. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue, Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Sparks. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Sparks. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
Looking to throw. Sparks. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey. Set. Blue landing. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check, Patriot. Over. Check 50. No. Check, Patriot. He's coming.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. The toss play to Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Now Parkey for the extra point. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
83 Smith. 83 Smith. Ready. Blue way. Single.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Wagner. 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Brinza now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sparks, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Ready. Blue way. Easy.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Ready. Blue ready. 4 down. 4 down. Alert.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the offense has it first and 10.
We got right coming, right coming. Watch out, watch out. Ready. Blue ready.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wagner. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And now a first down following that long gain.
Man left, man left. Ready. We got 4. We got 4.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Ready. Blue ready. Easy. Hey, check.
Second down, Winston. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Ready. Blue ready. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Ready. Blue ready. Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down.
And that'll set them back 5. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Now they try the right side here. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They run the counter now on first down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4
Ready.
down. Check.
Move
4
ready.
down, 4 down.
From the gun, Winston. Over the middle to Beckham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Ready. Blue
Four
ready.
down.
Where's that?
Let's go.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Stop, baby. That's
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of
Here they
downs.
come, here they come, here they come. Hot, 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 hot.
Go, go. It's run. It's run. They running.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Where's that?
Here's Winston. Open man right side is Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Throwing again. Sparks. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Sparks. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
To make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Ready? 125.
Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready? Blue ready.
Winston now. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Ready? We got 4. Sonny. We got 4. Ready? Easy. 125. Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30.
1st down, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
I got 83.
Ready. Single.
Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Tight left.
Over. Here we go. 319. 319.
Over.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. 319. No, check, Patriots.
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Trip. Got 3. Here we go now. Detroit.
Switch up.
Operating from the gun. Sparks. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
This is Gallman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on its toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Ready. Blue ready. Four down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Sparks. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. Green 19.
From the gun, Sparks. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Key to tight end.
Set. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Kill.
On on the toss, Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Sparks. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green, 39! No. Check. Patriot!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready. Blue way. Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Ready. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Go. Ready. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ready. Blue 80.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Ready. Blue 80.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Gallman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Watch tight end.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
4 down.
3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, Sparks. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Set. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.